Basketball is a game of runs. Credit Kentucky. They made some really tough shots in that first half and obviously was able to convert our turnovers, which were 11 turnovers, into 16 points and go 27, I believe, for 27 free throws. That's a sum of 43 points, whereas we turned them over 13 times, converted only 4 points out of that, and 17 points from the free throw line. The disparity of 43 and 21, that's the ball game. I thought our guys fought, but in that one stretch, we wasn't able to get a basket. We had the looks, the same looks that we got in the first half, the first 10 minutes of the second half, but those last 10 minutes from the 10-20 mark to 40 seconds, we wasn't able to. We missed about 13 straight shots, but we did get to the free throw line, which obviously allowed us to stay within the distance that we did.
Okay, we'll have a question for the student athlete first. Coach will slide the microphone over, please. Question for Noah. Raise your hand, we'll give the microphone to you.
Hey, Noah. After this loss, and it's been now 5 straight losses to high major opponents, how are y'all in the locker room going to stay motivated and keep working to improve this season?
We are a well-connected group, so we're never gonna, fall or we're gonna if we get hit, we're gonna get right back up. We just got to keep fighting, and can consistently, keep playing as hard as we possibly can. We know we're right there. We're so close. Man, we just got to keep working and keep playing and get ready for Saturday. All we can do is just get ready for the next game and continue to fight.
No, during that stretch, the coach talked about where you couldn't make a basket. Do you feel like you guys got good shots, they wouldn't go in, or do you think Kentucky turned it up defensively?
I feel like we got good shots. It was just a little stretch where we couldn't see the ball go through the hoop. Credit to them. They did play good defense. They ramped it up, but I feel like we did get good shots, and we just couldn't get some of them to fall.
Any other questions for the student athlete?
So in the first half, there were 3 stretches where for almost 3 minutes or longer, Kentucky didn't get a field goal on y'all. So I'm just wondering what that defensive game plan was and how you think it went for y'all.
Yeah, our goal as a team is to always, we're trying to get 3 stops in a row, and we were just getting in the stretches, and we were playing great defense. And it's our goal defensively. So when we're able to go on runs like that defensively, that's what we're trying to do.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Would you like a locker room?
You can go back.
Thank you. Questions for Coach? Again, raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you.
Dennis, you played Kentucky at a kind of a similar point in the season last season. How do you see this team as maybe different from last season's Kentucky team?
Well, what I see is this. I see some great one-on-one players who can make shots. And you start with Rob Dillingham. He's probably the best ISO player in college basketball. That's what I believe. You have Reed coming off the bench, but he's capable of getting double digits as well. You look at Trey Mitchell, who is a stretch 4, stretch 5. He can make shots. You look at Justin Edwards, his best basketball, obviously is in front of him, but he's just as athletic, great player. Seen him play a lot in high school. But really, Antonio Reeves is the heart and soul of this team, and he's well connected with each player. And when you look at his emotional intelligence, although he had 9 field goal attempts, he was probably cheering louder for Rob than anybody. And when you have that connectivity and you're able to play a style that opens the court up a little bit, Oscar Tshiebwe is a dominant player, but he also requires the ability to take up the space in the middle. Now they're 5 out. You have Brashaw with the ability to make a jump shot, but they have versatility. They take care of the basketball. They are a 3-point threat.
Coach, got to be proud of the fight today, but 2 straight games where the team struggled to score down the stretch. I think, Georgia, there was a 5-minute field goal drought on Saturday. How do you just unlock that last level where it feels like the screw's just right there? What do you guys have to do to to get
Well,
to that next level?
We got to make the open shots, and when you look at the shots that we got, and I'll have to watch the film to get the chronological order of it, I probably would do the same. What I'm happy about that didn't take place last game was the fact that in that stretch we were able to get to the free throw line a little bit. And last game, we didn't. We only shot 7 free throws against Georgia, and Georgia shot 21. Tonight, we gave up 27 points on the free throw line, but we got more free throws. The game is won and lost. When you can see the ball go in that many times, that gets you a rhythm. I'm just glad we were able to stay in a little rhythm. We got to be able to close the gap, get to those tough baskets in the paint. But our shooters were able to shoot, and maybe at that point in time, we got to concentrate a little bit more. So.
Saturday, we saw you play with really 5 guys that got a majority of the playing time. This time we saw it a little bit more spread out, but it was mostly with the veteran guys. Was there a reason not to play the freshmen and play Tanjay? Or what was the kind of idea behind the substitution pattern?
Well, one of our freshmen is out, didn't make the trip due to medical sickness, etc. Just a decision. Those guys were playing well. I think John Tonje was a plus 10 in that first half, and Mabor Jacques was a plus, I want to say 14 in the first half, but those guys ended up being the only 2 guys in the positive. And I thought physically their strength was able or allowed us to do certain things defensively.